In this video, we'll talk about increasing and decreasing as it applies to functions. So let's start with increasing. This is a concept that's fairly simple. It's just another one that's a little difficult to define. So if we think about an increasing function, we could think of it as it goes right, it goes up. In other words, as x increases, y increases. Meaning that as I go right, I go up. And that's just kind of a general trend. And it could be, it doesn't have to be a line, it could be that we're looking more curved. Technically, this is an increasing function. Now, you do have functions that might be increasing sometimes, might be decreasing sometimes. So if we look at these parts, we have increasing here and increasing here, but not so much here. So decreasing, similar to increasing, except as we go right, we go down. So it could be straight line, could be a sharp curve, could be something a little more gradual. Many possibilities for increasing and decreasing functions. So the core principle here is that as x increases, y decreases. So as I go right, my y values go down. That's the main idea there. And again, a function could have elements of increasing and elements of decreasing. Could be a little bit of both. So let's look at an example here. Let's just look at x squared as a simpler example. When is x squared equal to y increasing/decreasing? So the idea is we're looking at a parabola, goes to the origin, and then takes back off again. So if we're looking at this, there's our turning point. It's increasing here because as I move to the right, my values are going up, and as I move to the right on the other side, I'm actually going down. I'm coming down the curve. And in this way, I'm going up. So basically, it's what's happening as you're moving to the right. So we're decreasing, and this is where interval notation is very useful, from negative infinity to 0. And in this case, you could try and include the 0, but you don't necessarily have to. There's arguments both ways here. So it's decreasing from negative infinity to 0, and it's increasing from 0 to positive infinity. And that would make sense, because if I plug in positive numbers, it's going to grow. Now if I plug in negative numbers, as I get closer and closer to positives, those values are actually going to go down. And that's the core idea behind increasing and decreasing.